Welcome to Lagniappe, a program about events, issues, and people. I'm Cory Crowe, and joining me today in the studio, Ralph Calhoun from the Biedenharn Museum and Gardens. Ralph, welcome. Thanks for being with us today on Lagniappe.
Thank you very much.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what's going on at the museum. You've got a beautiful time of the year. It starts to cool off, and everybody turns towards fall, don't they?
Yeah, and it's happening today at the museum. So it's our fifth annual Scarecrows in the Garden. I think it's a really cool event. We invite area nonprofits to come in. They decorate scarecrows, do displays around those, and then we have some judging and declare winners, things like that.
So Scarecrows in the Garden, a competition, a friendly competition, and a chance to be the champion.
Right, yeah. So we have two different categories. We have a People's Choice vote, and then tonight, Tuesday night, we have our celebrity judges. So the celebrity judges pick a group, and that group wins $500 for their nonprofit.
What time are you starting this event today?
Well, we're kind of silly. We start at 3 o'clock, and the idea there is that if you've got school kids or something, you don't want them to be out, after dark or at night, whatever, because they got to go to school the next day. They can come see these during the day. It runs from 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock. We actually award the first prizes at 6:45.
Now, you've got how many local nonprofits have designed scarecrows?
We've got 20 this year, which every year we get a little bit bigger, and it is it's a range. Honestly, the first year it was like Ralph got all of his museum friends to come in and do one, but now we've got Children's Museum, Black Bayou, Chenault, but then we have other folks. We've got ARCO, we've got the Louisiana Organ Procurement Association. We have 3 different humane societies, so it's kind of a little pet competition going on between them.
That song, I Don't Want to Be Buried in a Pet Cemetery.
Ramones, I love Ramones.
Oh, yeah,
so,
that's
yeah,
good
you
music.
got me right away, yeah.
This is not spooky, speaking of pet cemeteries, is it?
Right, yeah, it's guaranteed to be family friendly. Really, the only rule that we have, or the main rule, is that it's not overly scary. I don't want to run people off.
Don't run off the little kids.
Right. Yeah.
So this is open for families to come out and enjoy. What's the cost to get in and see the cool scarecrows?
It's $5 a head to come in, and it's Louisiana, so state motto: vote early, vote often. So we do sell extra votes for the People's Choice, and that's just one way that we kind of increase the fundraising capability of that. So if I tell folks, if your favorite nonprofit is one of the ones that's represented, come out and
bring your people.
Bring your people. That's a lot of the idea.
Now, so the People's Choice Awards are going to be happening. Tell me about there's a celebrity judge. Who's the celebrity judge?
So this year we've got 3. Roy Heatherly from Monroe Chamber.
Oh, yeah, Uncle Roy's a big celebrity.
Uncle Roy's going to be there. Jasmine Anderson, she's one of the morning people on KNOE. And then T-Lay Collins is over at 103.1 now.
DJ T-Lay.
So that's a great group, and they'll go through and honestly, I think that the judge's choice is going to pick out one of the best ones. People's Choice, seriously, you don't have to be best as long as you get more of your friends to come out and have them vote. I always think that's kind of funny.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. You've done this 5 times.
Yeah. So it's and to be honest, one of those times, even on the trophy that we've got, it says COVID. So we kind of got canceled out, and COVID won that one. But it's something that started out about 7 or 8 people, or 7 or 8 organizations. We're up to 20 this year. We're really hoping for 30 next year.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, is it more just if you've got a choice, do you prefer it during the daytime, or is it spookier at night? Do you like it better at night?
At nighttime. I mean, it is a Halloween type event. We're a little early in the month this year for a couple of reasons, but nighttime's better.
So the nighttime is the right time, you think?
Yeah, I'd come on out after sunset and take a look.
All right, so this is going on tonight.
Tonight, Tuesday, October the 3rd.
$5 to get in, and that helps out who?
Well, it helps the Biedenharn, but then also each of the top winning organizations, the one that wins People's Choice and the one that wins the celebrity judges, they each get $500. So it's really it helps us, and it helps really all of those other nonprofits that'll be there.
All right, so that's going on tonight. Scarecrows in the Garden. It's fall, and the weather's going to cool off this weekend. The leaves, I bet the leaves will start turning here before much longer. What do you got going on in the fall at the Gardens and Museum?
Well, it's interesting. I've been there 25 years, and you know we don't do weddings, but we have 2 weddings that are happening at the end of October, which is part of why Scarecrows has pushed up a little bit this year. So we've got actually a couple of weekends at the end of October we won't be open to the public. That's a horrible thing to say, but we got some special celebrations going on. You know, really, once we get into November, we're thinking about Christmas.
And you go crazy at Christmas.
We go crazy at Christmas.
How many Christmas trees did you make last year?
Wow. Honestly, I don't do any of them.
Wait a
we
minute.
have other people come in.
How many did all those ladies make?
Within the Biedenharn home, there had to have been 20, maybe even 22. So on that front room, if you drive down Riverside and you see that big glass room on the front of the Biedenharn home, I think last year we had 14 trees in that one room alone. So it is a forest when you walk in.
Tell folks, there may be some new folks in town. They don't know what the Biedenharn Museum and Gardens are. So tell them about the house and why there's a museum there.
Real quick, I tell people we are a unique institution. You will not find another museum with our combination. We have a Coca-Cola museum, a historic house, a Bible museum, and a garden. And it's all based on Joe Biedenharn being the first person to bottle Coca-Cola. That gave his daughter the ability to go to Europe, where she was she sang opera and kind of high classical things. Came back to Monroe and during the early 40s, she began to increase her garden, her Bible collection. In 1972, we opened up to the public, and it's a cool place. And I tell folks, our Bible collection may not be as big as what you'll see some other places. We have the quality that any other Bible museum in the country has. You'll be surprised if you come through and take a look.
That's Ralph Calhoun joining us. And again, Ralph, Scarecrows in the Garden tonight. You can come this afternoon, beginning at what time?
3 o'clock, and we won't kick you out until a little bit after 8 o'clock. So come on out. We'll have a great time.
All right. Ralph likes the nighttime. He says that's the right time. So tonight till 8 p.m., you can find out more about Scarecrows in the Garden by going where?
bmuseum.org. That's bmuseum.org.
Scarecrows in the Garden today, 3 until 8 p.m. Likes the nighttime. He says that's the right time. So tonight till 8. Today, 3 until 8 p.m.